Hey family, what's up? It's your girl Ty and I'm back with another video. So this video is not going to be a read. I know I've been doing some reads lately. I've been tapping into my gifts and stuff and I've been enjoying it. And I do want to say thank you to all of you guys who have been tuning in and supporting me with my spiritual journey. It's been a heck of a shift, right? But anyway, y'all, I'm sitting here getting ready to leave the house. I'm going swimming today by myself. Because I promised myself that I would start doing things that make me happy, and I'll encourage others to do the same. Um, start asking yourself what you like to do and do it, because we all are souls having an experience. So I just feel like if you are here to have an experience, why not have the best experience? You know what I mean? And the only way to truly have the best experience is to do what makes you feel good, what makes you happy, what brings you joy, and understand that joy is your birthright. And you are the person that's in charge to make sure that you create joy into your life. Because if you give that to someone else to do, it's kind of like giving somebody else power over you. Like, do I have permission to be happy? Like, you have the permission to be happy, and you are the only one that truly can give yourself the permission. So don't feel like because of life circumstances, that you gotta go along with, you know what I'm saying? Like, just still do what genuinely makes you happy inside. I think sometimes a lot of us kind of get caught up into living in this world that we forget and we just work, a little play. But when you do play, are you truly doing what makes you happy, or are you trying to do everything else to make everybody else happy? But anyway, that's not what I came here for. I came here because I had a channel message that I've been wanting to come on here and talk with you guys for a while about. And yesterday, as I was adding water to my father's roses that's behind me, sitting all beautiful and stuff, as I was adding the water to the roses, the download that I had for you guys had came back up to me. So I said, okay, let me go ahead and do it before I forget. And I've been having a real bad habit of not writing things down lately, so I need to stop doing that. But anyway, let's just jump into it. So I'm looking at my vase, right? And as I'm looking at the vase, I notice that it's flowers, right? It's roses in the vase. And the roses are blossoming. And when I first bought the roses, they wasn't as blossom as they are now. They were more, you know, kind of like this, like a ball. But when you add the water and the food, it blossoms like this. And as I was sitting here observing my father's plant, I realized that we are like the petals of the roses. And what do I mean by that is, we come here too like this. When we are in the womb, we are all balled up, right? And the bigger we get, the more balled up we get, because we only have a certain, a certain area within our mom's stomach to move. And then we're born. We're born. And once we're born, now we got a little bit more room to move around, you know what I mean? But we're still consumed in a certain space, and that space is this, the body. And within that body, you have a machine here, which is the brain. And within the brain, from the brain, the machine, the master key, basically, and the body, you are now consumed in that vase. So first you were the same vase, but you was all balled up. But now you're a little bit, you know, you can move around a little bit more, but you're still in the vase. So I went to thinking, okay, so now we're out. When you pick a rose, now the rose is out. But how do that rose survive after it leaves its home? How do we survive here as souls when we leave the Holy Spirit? Because understand that a soul is what? A spirit, right? So we come from the whole spirit, Holy Spirit. What makes the spirit holy is the collective, the whole. We are products of the whole. We are pieces of the whole. We are droplets of the ocean. The ocean is the whole. So when you leave the whole, the Holy Spirit, that doesn't make the rose not a rose. It doesn't make you less of a spirit than you were when you left the whole. So now that we have a clear understanding on that, the next thing my mind took me to was even a rose when it's plucked away from source, from the creator, it too has an expiration date. But what makes the expiration date different for the roses and also for us too here as soul beings is the way that we water the rose. It's the way that we feed the rose, the plant. What God put here, no man can take away. So I said, And then I noticed something else. I noticed that the rose itself has a stem. You see the water on the bottom of that stem? That is what keeps the rose alive. So I went to thinking even deeper, right? Sorry to get y'all close and personal in my face like that. I'm holding the phone. I need to get some stuff to make better videos, but it is what it is. Y'all get the message. That's all that matters. It ain't about the messenger. It's about the message. Period. Thank you, Holy Spirit. So yeah, so I'm looking at this rose, right? And this is us. It's all spiral. Just like life itself. It's a never-ending cycle, right? And I realized that the petals on this rose can't survive without the stem. I'm gonna repeat that again. This beautiful rose that's in my hand, it wouldn't survive without the stem. So it made me think, wow. The most beautiful thing about the rose is the petals. The most beautiful thing about a person is how they carry themselves. And what do I mean by that? When you enter a room with certain individuals, depending on the petals of that rose, of their heart, of their soul, depending on where it's at as far as vibration, that would determine how that person will make you feel inside when you're around them. So basically what I'm trying to say is, guys, when you are a tree of fruit, when people come around you, they can sense that good fruit in you. But when you are a tree of the opposite, that negative spirit, those negative characteristics, those things that makes people not even want to associate with you or be around you because they feel like you make them feel bad. And it's sad, but it's people out here like that. It's like they constantly feel like they have to be in competition with somebody, or it's something that they always deflecting about themselves on someone else, so they can't reach that level, of vibration, that when they step in a room, they make a person who wasn't feeling that good feel better. Understand, when you carry fruits of God, of love, you can feed not just you, but a nation. It's so many people in this world. And sometimes I just wish that people would take the time to realize that if just one person, if just that one person decided to show up into the world and give love, show love, represent love, be love. If just every single person took initiative to be responsible, to checking their energy, to realizing that your energy is a ripple effect. Just like the ocean, when you drop something in the ocean, it's not just affecting that spot that it hit. It's affecting everything that's around that. And even the things that's not necessarily around that, the place where it dropped at, understand that the ripple flows outside of that realm. So when you show up, into the world, let's say you're in a grocery store and you're having a bad day. So you're taking your anger out on someone else, and you're angry and you yelling because maybe it's a lady in front of you and she's going slow because she's trying to figure something out, and you're all in a rush and frustrated because, whatever the case may be, you don't know if that lady is going slow because she can't even think straight because she just lost everything. You understand what I'm saying? But instead of you just being a ripple effect for the positive, you choose to sit in your emotions when you know they're not serving you. And understand that any emotion that's not serving you, 9 times out of 10 is not going to serve anybody else either. Because understand that we are all connected. Just like the petal on the rose, even the rose itself is connected to something. It's connected to the stem. The stem comes from source. The stem is what this rose needs to survive. We come from source. God's energy is what we need to survive in this world for a positive experience. Because understand, you can choose to have any experience you want to have, because it's all our choice. God gave us the will right to create whatever journey we want to create. And I don't know why it's just coming to my head, but I'm hearing what's the name of that movie? I cannot believe I can't think of the movie. Wonderland or something, when the girl be like going on a adventure and she got all these people telling her which way to go, but it's like at the end of the day, it's up to you to decide on what path you want to go in. So you can decide to be going that path where you feel like, okay, I'm the rose. And yeah, you are the rose. You are the petal. And yes, you're beautiful. Every human being here is beautiful because God created you. So now that you're here, What are you going to do to stay connected to source? Because understand that source is everything running through this stem that you need to have a productive life, that you need to blossom the best way that you can. Because who wants to be an ugly rose? Who wants to be a dead rose? No one. We need to have a fruitful life. Because the fruitful life is what's going to change the vibration of this world. The vibration of this world matters because our future generation are going to be here. We are here to make this world a better place for the ones to come after us. We got to learn how to stop being so selfish and only think about ourselves when it comes down to you making a difference in this world. We got to understand that our Creator didn't just create us to come here just to be here. We all have a job to do. We got to understand that just like this rose itself, yes, it's beautiful, but it needs source to stay vibrant, to stay alive. And even with the source itself, understand that with the rose, it can't exist without source. So even if you're not acknowledging the fact that you are here today, every single day when you wake up, you're waking up because source allowed you to wake up. You understand that? I just had a client 3 weeks ago. I get a phone call the day before I'm supposed to go to him. He didn't even wake up. He didn't wake up. So sometimes I think we just think that, oh, you know, we're young and we still got so much time and whatever the case may be, or I'm healthy, that we feel like ain't nothing gonna happen. Source. If I take some scissors right now and cut this stem off this rose, it's over for this rose. It's only a limited time before this rose will basically turn into dust. Right? It get all hard and black, and then when it get black, it turns to the crumbs, and eventually those crumbs is dust. It all returns back to the same form as us, right? And the quickest way to get there is you basically refusing to receive source. And I seen some, and Spirit just showed me a vision. Like, you know, have you ever seen somebody plant, and it's like the plant be like fully developed, right? I wish I had a picture because I just had some dead roses because I just renewed my. But you know how even roses itself, like, you know how you have roses for a long period of time. After a while, you know, after it drinks all the food and all the water and doesn't have any more to survive, it dies. And sometimes those dead plants, those roses, it be so stiff and hard. You know what I mean? Y'all know what I mean. I know y'all all done had roses before. And then when you touch it, it crumbles. But before you touch it, you'll think that, oh my God, it's still in the shape as a rose. You can still somewhat see the beauty in it. But at the same time, though, it's not as beautiful as this one. Because it's like dehydrated. You know what I mean? It look all dried up and crunchy looking. But that doesn't take away that it's not there. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't take away that you can't see it. And God said, it doesn't take away that you can't see, wow, I can see the beauty in that before it turned like that. You understand what I'm saying? People see the beauty in you when you are allowing source to work through you. And people also see rotten roses. Spirit, that was a funny way to put it. A rotten rose. Wow. That wasn't my words. That was Spirit words. Spirit said, I see the rotten roses. And the only reason they're rotten is because they choose not to receive the truth. Because Spirit said, I am truth. And just like the beginning of time, I never change. I always stay the same. It's not me that change. It's the people that change on me. And although my people change on me, I still remain the same, because I know that with me, they can be the best version of themselves. And I know that it's some who choose to self-sabotage themselves and not receive the water, the information, the knowledge, the wisdom, the connection with me. And because of that, they're dehydrated. And Spirit is saying, I don't like to say he when I talk about Spirit, because I don't believe that Spirit is a gender. But Spirit is saying, or he, she, Spirit. Sorry, y'all. I'm channeling. I'm trying to make sure I'm saying the words out the right way. Spirit is saying, I want to bring some people back to life. I want to give people the fruit, the right energy. But Spirit saying, first, I'm going to need you to understand that I am source. And if I am source, then I am that I am. And I am everything. And when I speak, I only speak truth. My truth is your truth. My desires for you is your attention. Should be your attention. But some of us are choosing to have our own desires instead of seeking the intent to reach God's desires for you. God is saying, I desire you to be a fruitful rose, a fruitful plant. Understand that plants are like trees. Yes, they never move. They stand still in the sunny days, or even on the rainy days. And that's because they know what they're here for. And they know, most importantly, that Source put them here. And when you know who put you here, understand why are you here. Spirit said, can't no one move you. Can't no one shift you. Can't nothing bother you. The negative spirit is going to attack you. The negative spirit is going to come. They want to cut off that stem. But it's up to you to allow people, energy, entities to do that. Understand that when you are choosing to stay connected to Source, you will always be under attack. Even the times when you think you have done all the work and you thinking, oh, I'm undefeated. And I done crushed the devil and it could never come back again. And Spirit is saying, I'm here to let you know the devil is a liar and I am the truth. And when you seek the truth, when you follow the truth, the devil comes out to play. And the minute you slip up on that faith, just a little bit, what you don't know is that the devil is right there waiting. And Spirit is saying, don't be the rose that get distracted with the rose-colored glasses on, that you can't see through the pain, through the storms. And that you allow that to dictate your characteristics, your frequency, how you interact with the world, what kind of ripple effect that you are giving. God said, I don't care what you're going through. I don't care. What I care about is what you look like. Not on the outside, but on the inside. And God is saying it's a reason why so many people too here still that's choosing not to connect. And there's, like I said before about the roses, you can still see them. They're still here. They haven't demolished yet. But if you touch it, you're going to see the difference. If I touch this rose right here, it's smooth. It feels smooth and silky. And that's what God is saying. I want your life to represent the rose. Smooth and silky. And Spirit is saying the reason why it's silky because you just let things slide on off. Because you know who you're connected to. So why would you be offended or bothered by anything? Our job is to blossom. We start off small, from the middle, from the womb. And God allow us to grow. But we have to water this rose for it to grow. We cannot disconnect from source. Because if I cut this stem here right now, like I said, it's only a matter of time before this starts to disintegrate. And God do not want us to be here just in bodies and not allowing our soul to have this experience with us. It's kind of like walking zombies when you choose to, oh, I got this all figured out. I don't need the stem. You do need the stem. We do need God. And when we choose to understand that we all need God's energy within us, and we all have God's energy in us. No one's better than no one else. Just because I'm sitting here getting channels from God doesn't make me no better or greater than anyone that's listening to this video. We all are here connected like the rose. Every single last one of us. The only difference from every single last one of us is the amount of time that we spend with source. Because the amount of time that this rose sitting there, that's the amount of time it's gone. You know what I'm saying? Nothing else matters. It's so many people here in this world. And it's so many talents that we all have within ourselves. Because we came from source. Just a rose itself. Like I have my other roses over there. Some of them, this is a red rose. This one here is pink and red. You notice that it's not just pink. It's mixed with a little red. And that's how God created us. God didn't want us all to be the same. When I look at those roses, I see the beauty in all of them. Because they all are connected to source. And that's all we need, y'all. We just got to understand that we connected to source. And when we truly understand that, even the people here, alive and well and living and in power, they can no longer hold that power over us. When we realize that no matter what happens in our life, in our journey, just think about it. Think about the worst day you had in your whole entire life. And I'm going to give you time to think about that. Because I really want people to do this. Think about the worst day in your whole entire life. Now that you have that in your mind, in your imagination, right? This is kind of, we doing a little, what I want to call it, exercise this morning. That's what we doing. We're going to do this together. And I'm going to close my eyes and I'm going to just imagine mine too, because I sure got it in my head. And as you're thinking about that moment, I want you to take a deep breath in and out. And I'm going to do it with you. Now, I don't know about you, but if you truly just did that exercise, do you see how light your mind is now? After thinking about that and just doing that deep breather. Because breath is from source. It's nothing in this physical realm that can happen to us that source don't have, having given us the power of the tools within ourselves to use for our advantage. We have the tools within us to shift our mind at any given moment and understand that even the worst moment in your life, the one that you just thought about, did it kill you? Did you learn something from it? Do you think it helped you evolve into a better human today? Think about that. Sometimes we like to think that, and you know what I heard this morning? Somebody say on a video that Denzel Washington once said that if the devil is not messing with you, then you ain't doing something right. And when I heard that, I said, oh, that's kind of interesting, because I kind of been feeling a little under attack lately. And it's funny that I've been kind of low-key feeling a little under attack, because at first I wasn't at all. I kind of felt like I was like I was saying before, I mastered it. But now I had felt a little attack a little bit again, right? And as I was feeling that, energy arising in over my energy, because I know it wasn't my energy, it was someone else's. And that's another thing, but that's another day, another time. We're going to talk about that too, understanding the difference between your energy and someone else's energy, because people can deflect their energy on you. People can literally sit at home and just think about you all day, and that energy itself is got to go somewhere. And that's why I say a lot of people don't even understand that they're performing black magic without even knowing that they're doing it. That's why they say you got to be careful of the tongue. You got to be careful what you say, because what you say is magic, spell work. So when you say anything, you speak anything, let it be fruitful. Not just for yourself, but for everybody else too. Because everybody's showing up and being a better person, that's making this world a better place once again. I kind of got sidetracked on what I was saying. I hate when I do that. But what was I just want to say? What was it? Spirit, please help me. I can't remember. Maybe it'll come back. But yeah, I just that channel message been, like I said, it had came to me a couple days ago, and then I had watered my dad flowers yesterday, and it just, this morning I heard the thing with Denzel about, and then like I said, I've kind of been a little under attack myself, and I really, oh yeah, that's what I was going to say. Thank you, Spirit. I realized that, so I've been doing a really good job, y'all, on like shifting my energy. Sorry, I thought it hurt something at side my door, but I've been doing real good on shifting my energy, right? Because I, suffered from, depression for a long time, and I realized that I was allowing myself to go back into that ripple effect. It's like I kept allowing my mind to sometimes drift in certain places, and because I allowed my mind to drift, I basically allowed myself to go to that frequency of depression, because that's what a depression is. It's the vibration, and we all hold the power to control our vibration. And it's funny because I was at the beach yesterday too, and I noticed that this bee came right in my freaking face, right? And it wouldn't even move. It was like just dancing in my face, just buzzing right here. And I'm like, oh my God. And I was like trying to move because I was trying to do a read. I was at the beach doing a read. I had to do a little read for myself real quick. Because like I said, I just been feeling a little attack a little bit. So I was like, let me do me a little quick read too to cleanse my, just to see what's up. Because I had been doing so many readings for everybody else yesterday. So long story short, like I said, the bee was just sitting in my face as I'm trying, and I was like, wow. And if you didn't know, animals vibrates high. So when animals can sense your vibration, they can sense your vibration as well. So when you vibrate high, the animals usually come near you. And I also seen something yesterday about, you know what, let me not talk about that. Anyway, so yeah, and then this squirrel came up to, like, I'm sitting on the bench, and the squirrel like got on the opposite side of the bench, like kind of like I'm sitting on this couch, and just imagine like on the other side of this couch, like right here, like this squirrel was sitting right there, and I'm like, what in the hell? It was just sitting there staring at me, and it was just so awkward. I just noticed all the animals was just trying to gravitate to me yesterday, but they was getting a little too close, like, so I don't even know why I got sidetracked on that, y'all. I'm sorry, but anyway, like I was saying, I hate when I do this, but I just keep it real with y'all, and it's all genuine, so bear with me. What I just want to say to y'all, I hate when I do this, y'all. So anyway, yeah, that's what I was saying. My bad, I ain't gonna get sidetracked no more. So I noticed that, like I said, I had been feeling like a little under attack. But what I noticed that is that lately, like I said, I've been working so hard on shifting my mind. So like if I feel like I'm just having like a day where I feel like I'm going down that rabbit hole of, oh, you about to be having a depressed day, it's gonna be a bad day, I tell myself, no, I'm not having a bad day. I'm gonna have a good day. I've been using more affirmations. I've been saying, and you know what's funny, y'all, you guys? I'm gonna share something else with y'all too that's very strange. And I told y'all before, I don't dream. Like when I sleep, I never have dreams. I ain't gonna say I never do, but I barely do. And if I do have them, I never remember them. And even when I do remember I had a dream, I can't even remember the dream. It's like I know I had a dream, but I don't know what the dream was, right? So the other day, and this happened 2 times within the last week. And not only just the 2 times that it happened when I woke up, it's just been popping in my head throughout the day too. And as I woke up, I was literally saying the words. And if somebody, got some insight about this, or just, I don't know, maybe somebody else like a low-key psychic too, like I am, and y'all can probably help me get some clarity on this. I woke up and I was saying the words, although I walked through the shadow of evil. Or is the valley of evil? Although I walk through the valley of evil or the shadow of evil, I shall not fear no death. Although I walk through the valley of evil, I shall not fear no death. I'm not sure if it's the valley of the shadow, but so like I said, that I woke up saying those words. I literally heard myself saying. I was like, that's weird. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like I was leaving my dream. I was leaving like the realm of sleep, because we all know. Well, I hope y'all know. If y'all don't, y'all know now. When you're sleeping, you're closest to. When you're sleeping, you're closest to being dead, and being dead is the spiritual realm. Let's just talk about it. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't nothing to be scared of. It is what it is. We all gotta return back one day, right? So me personally, I know that a lot of things happen in my sleep. I'm always connected with my ancestors in my sleep, although I don't remember them, but I know. And so like I said, I thought that was interesting, and it's been just popping in my head, and I just found myself saying it, throughout the day. And I'm like, okay, and I honestly think that You know, like I say, like we all got a spiritual team, and sometimes we cannot even understand or even know what's going on, but they know everything that's going on. And sometimes they can be giving us the words or the things to say, and we don't even understand why did that just come to me. You know what I'm saying? But understand, like I just said a few minutes ago, how powerful our words are. Some people don't even understand they're doing black magic on other people because they just want to sit down, sit back, and run their freaking mouth. You know what I'm saying? Or they may just be, I don't even want to get into that. But anyway, so what I'm saying is that sometimes we don't even understand how much, like I said, we connected to the stem, but we don't even, some people are connected and don't even understand the connection that they have. But even though you don't understand the connection, don't mean that your connection is not doing everything in their power to make sure that you are turning and transforming and evolving into the best version of yourself, which is the whole point of us coming here, right? So I just, I thought it was strange that, like I said, I had been saying that out the blue, and that's never nothing that I, a prayer that I usually say. And I literally woke up out my sleep saying it, and all of a sudden I just started, like I said, feeling a little under attack. But although I've been feeling under attack, I still, for some reason, been doing so much better with, that ain't, I don't care. Like, I know this happened, and that's like, it's so many things that's just been popping up that I feel like the old version of me, and when I say the old, you'll think I'm talking about the old, but no, the old can literally be a month ago. We all change every single day. I am very much, evolved, but I still have so much to do and to learn and to grow. You know what I'm saying? To gain more knowledge. So, what was I just saying? Well, let me just jump back into what I was saying. I don't remember. But anyway, so I realized that why do I keep having brain freezes? See, I rebuke you, negative spirit, in the name of the Holy Spirit. So once again, just like just now, y'all just seen me in the middle of the video. I cannot believe that's so crazy. Like the devil would come to your mind. Your mind is your machine. The devil try to attack your mind. The devil like, if I can get her mind off God, if I can get her mind, because understand that we all are connected to source. But if the devil can get your mind to think that you're not, then your thinking gonna change. And when your thinking change, your frequency change. When your frequency change, that's controlling your energy. And when your energy change for the worse, you are allowing that negative energy to come out into the world and be a ripple effect. When you have a ripple effect, it don't just affect you, it affects you, the people around you. The people around you go out around other people and they affect the people around them, and then those people go around other people and affect them. You know what I'm saying? Y'all catch my drift? It's like a never-ending cycle. Like the rose itself. The way that the rose is formed, like I said, it's levels to this shit. But it's up to you on how do you want to blossom. You can blossom with God, knowing that you are connected to God, or you can blossom with the devil in your head telling you, oh, you ain't know, just like a few minutes ago, oh, just stop the video now. You sound stupid. You don't even remember, you're not even remember what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what the devil was trying to get me to think. Like, you don't even remember. You keep forgetting because whatever. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you want to replace that with, that ain't even your thoughts. It's not yours. And if you are the person who's thinking negative about yourself, about anything, oh, I just lost my job, or I just lost my car, or I don't got this, I don't know how this going to happen, let it go. Think about the worst situation that you was just in. Just a few minutes ago, you was just thinking about the worst situation. Whatever situation you're in right now, is that worser? And if it is worser, thank the God. Because just from that last worst situation that you thought you was in, the worst of the worst, now you in one even worse. In the same way that God brought you out of that one, he going to bring you out of this one too. So I'm going to end it with that, y'all. I feel like that was a good last message to end it with. And I'm getting ready to go live my life, because me too are going through things right now that I feel like, because last night I had made plans to go to the pool today, right? And I had told y'all a couple, like last week or a couple of days ago, that I was going to start doing things that make me feel happy, that make me happy inside. If I was a spirit, and that's what I've been telling myself, if you was a spirit, right? You ain't have this avatar right now, and you wasn't here on Kaya, and you looking down, and God said, all right, Ty, it's your turn. Pick a name, pick a body, pick a place, pick a life. You know what I'm saying? And go ahead and go. So now you looking at everything, you like, oh, I'm going to say Florida because I live in Florida. I love the beach. I love going swimming. Florida has water here. You know what I'm saying? So I say, I'm going to Florida. And then I get here, boom, God land me here. Like I said, you're in the womb, y'all balled up. And then you get out the womb, you start to blossom. Now that you're blossoming, you this beautiful rose. But depending on who you connected to, depending on what kind of rose you're going to look like, right? So now I'm here. I'm this beautiful rose. Not only am I a beautiful rose, I'm connected to source. I know that I am. So I'm going to be fruitful, right? Right. So being fruitful is not only about you, like I said, just being a good person and showing up for everybody else. Being fruitful is you doing what God desired for you to do. God desired for you to have joy, to have happiness. Period. Period. Know that and understand that. And whatever makes you happy, whatever brings you joy, that is what you should be doing. That is what God wants you to do. That is what's going to have your vibration high. When I go swimming, I'm not only swimming to make me happy, I'm also exercising. Understand that. A lot of times when we follow our desires and the things that God desired for us, because we all have different traits. Some people like certain things, some people don't. It's a reason why you like to go swimming. It's a reason why you like to go fishing. It's a reason for everything. So why not embrace all the reasons of who you are? What makes you you? Because that's what makes you unique. Understand that. Do the things that, this is what you're here for. When you leave this body, when you leave this flesh, and you return back to spirit, it's a lot of things here that you may enjoy doing that you can no longer do anymore. All you can do is be there. And you're invisible. We can't see spirit. Spirit can't go swimming. Not really. It doesn't have legs. It doesn't have arms. Spirit is energy. It go back to energy. Energy is eternal, but spirit allows us to enter this avatar, this body, for us to have the best experience that we could possibly dream of. Life is a dream. We are here dreaming now. Before we came here, this was just a dream. You dreamed of doing the things that you felt like this is so cool that they get to do this here on this realm. Understand that this is a realm. This is a simulation we're in. And it all comes to an end one day. Everything have an expiration date. But the difference from everything is what it's connected to. Understand that God is knowledge. Knowledge is power. Power, knowledge. Knowledge is something they can never take away from you, baby. Never. Never. You can lock a man up, but you can't lock up his mind. And we are all mankind. So that's all I got for y'all. Until next time.